Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're tuning in. I'm glad you're here. So, we'll just get right to it. I have been making these fun little pocket tags that you can use in your journals. You can use them as a tag. You can add some extra blank space to the back, then they can be a journaling tag. You could use them for a pocket. So I'm just going to show you real quick. It's a journal I've been working on. Let me see if I have a pocket. Let's see if they would work in here. So these can tuck in like so into another pocket that you might have, like a side pocket. You could use them as a pocket. Let me find a plain page here. So you could take one, depending on how it opens, you could glue it onto the edge of your page to make a corner tuck, side tuck, another little pocket. So then it's like pocket, pocket. You could use one and stick another one in, depending on where you put your little tassel, if you want a tassel. So there you go. Some options, some fun stuff you can make. And these guys I have made with scraps from a flower book. I think this was from a wildflower book, because I always have these really great pictures of flowers. This might have been a rose book, actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get to it. They're super easy to make. I've sewn around the edges of mine. You don't have to. You can just use glue if you don't have a sewing machine or don't want to use a sewing machine. And I'm going to show you in some different types of paper too on what you can do. So first I grabbed a piece of music paper. And so you just need to have some sort of a square or a rectangle, and we're going to fold it. And you want to make sure that there's a gap on whichever side. Let's see. Let's have the friendship side sticking out on this one. So we'll make it go this way. That's kind of fun. So we leave a little gap, we fold. You can use a bone folder, don't have to. So now we could do a long tall one if we wanted to and just leave it as is. So basically that's all you have to do. You have to fold something and then you kind of make it a little more fancy. So let's fold a few of these. I think this one, how tall are you? 8 inches. It's a little tall for a journal. Let's trim it just a titch. Now you can use a paper trimmer, you can use a scissors. Your trimmer can decide it doesn't want to have its blade in anymore and go flying. There we go. So I'm just going to trim off the bottom a little bit, like so. So that one's ready. So we're just going to prep a couple of these first before we move on to the next step. And this is how I like to do them too, is do like an assembly line where you have all of one step and then you do all the next step, especially if I'm making a bunch. So this was from a book of, well, somebody's stamp collection book, and it was in with a lot of stamps that I got at a like an auction, an art auction, to raise money for an art thing. So first let's trim this down a little bit. It's too wide. You can make these whatever size you want. So if you have a specific journal that you want to make them for, you could cut them down. I'm just going to cut on in this about here, like so. Then we have some fun scraps. And now the front side, what are we going to do here? Because we have to look at where our line is. This paper is a little thin, but I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to stay with this crease that's here. Let's trim it shorter. Hope everybody's doing good. Having a great day. Or getting ready for your day. It's pretty early here. Nobody else is up around my house except for the chickens. And I'm going to, because we want to have a little edge, I'm determining whether I want to just cut it I think I'll just cut it. We're just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for it. So that is right there. So we need to go a little, let's go right at this line. Got lines to go off of here. I'm just gonna go a little bit to that side. And then we have a nice little piece there we can use. Perfect. Okay. So that's number 2 folded and ready to go. Now the next one I grabbed, this is a piece, this is some book page that I thought was super cute. It's from a kid's book that I've had here. And I just saw some, and this is what I'll do. I'll sit and I'll break down a book and I'll think about what I can use some of the pages for. Not every page wants to be a book page anymore. Some of them want it to be turned into something else. So I'm going to trim this one right here, right below this image. Because I want this image, because there's nothing on that side. So we're going to use this image. And then same, we have this image on this side. So if you take a page and you have those types of images that you want, all you do is fold it. Just like so. So that one is the next one ready. And this one, we're going to do the same thing. So, but we're going to have him go this way. We're going to trim this down just a little bit. Because I want it a little, I don't want it as wide as the other one is. So we're going to go there, trim that off a titch. And we're going to trim this side just a little bit as well. There we go. All right, those off to the side. And here we go. Now, you can do this part before or after this next step, which is inking. So the original ones that I showed you, I hadn't inked. So these ones I am going to ink a little bit just to show you what we can do. And I think I'm just gonna, I have Rusty Hinge right here. It's just a Distress Oxide ink. I was using it on another project. It's on my shelf or on my desk, so we're using it. Actually, first, before we do that, finger hole. Once again, you don't need to do this. I just think it's nice. And this is just a circle punch. And now we have a little thumb hole. Might have been a little big. So I'm going to do that with these guys and give them all a little thumb hole quick. I'm not going to go so far in. There we go. Same here. And this one. Just a little bit. Okay. So if you don't have a hole punch like that, you can use the scissors and do like, just do a little dipsy-do. So Rusty Hinge. Now I'm just going to ink the edge here. And here. I'm just using the same color because it's here. And it'll be fine because it's a kind of a neutral, kind of orangey brown. I'm not doing much at the moment because we're going to move on to the next step. So we did our hole. It's easier to ink it before you close up. So now this is when I would either glue them or sew them if I'm going to leave them plain and not do much more. I'm going to first, though, since I have it, you don't have to do this. This is a corner rounder. I like with my tags to do that on the bottom. So I'm just going to round my corners down here. Round the bottoms. Just quickly. All right, did I get everybody? I did. Okay, now the top edges, if you have a punch like this, This is my, use this on the top edges. It's I think it's, I don't know exactly what it's called, but I use it for doing these on the tops. And you could do the corner snip method. I just have this one and I really like it. It's easy to use. So, but you can definitely just use the scissors and clip those off. So see how quickly these are coming together? It doesn't take much. And you can have something super cute. All right. Last one. All right, there we go. Now next, if you're not sewing, this is where you would glue. So we're gonna glue these. So you're gonna glue this top edge here and the bottom edge over here. So just the top and the bottom, and give it a good old smoosh. There and there. And that essentially is it. Now you have your tag that has a pocket in it, and you could decorate it more. You could leave it as is. Completely up to you. So if you're doing the sewing machine method, you would not have to glue. You could just sew them. I'm just going to glue these today since not everybody uses a sewing machine, and I have some examples that are already sewn. But you can just take whatever kind of stitch you would want to do, and I like to go around the whole thing when I do that. I have a tickle in my throat this morning that won't go away. Kind of digging this one. That's kind of fun, huh? And then this one. Now you can see why it was easier to ink that inside edge before we glued it down. Although if your tag is big enough, you can slide those punches in, and I've done that before when I've forgotten or realized I wanted to. All right, let's finish inking these really quick, super fast. Shoop. So I'm just going around the edge here, just with my ink dauber, nothing too fancy. I'm going to do the back side since these are also tags, and then we'll do the next step. So these are really super easy to make. This is why I like to do some assembly line stuff, because then I have some things I can pull from when I am working on journals, or just want to send somebody some cute ephemera. I can grab a few things. Couple ways you can ink. You can do it this way, like I am doing with the dauber around the edge. You can use any kind of ink. You don't have to use ink either. I was using chalk on a book the other day. I might show you guys what I do with that, because that's kind of fun. All right, just about done with that. Quick this side. Also a good way to use up some scraps that are a little bit bigger, but not necessarily big enough to do much else with. I didn't do this side. And then we're gonna give them some little toppers. And I have a bunch of little fabric scraps. All right, so that is all good. Did I do the front of this? I don't know. Hard to tell. This paper is thinner, so here we go. Okie doke. All right, so that is done. Now we need a few little toppers. So we got 4 little tags here. Let's see, I grabbed my fabric scraps that are like little strips and stuff. Okay, this is kind of fun and matches. And this could get, let's do a bit of this. That's kind of fun. So use that for you. let's do that for that one. These are like some, I'll show you in the box, little vintage. I just have it in a canning box. I had gotten this baggie of somebody else's scraps at a flea market. And, you know, other people's fabric scraps are super fun. That doesn't really match. That's okay, whatever. All right, so now stapler. Where did I put my stapler? So you can use a square. You can go this way, whatever. Let's see. I need a scissors. Scissors. I'm just going to trim this a little bit. Okay. Little tag topper. That's a little small for that one. Maybe we'll swap these. Oh, I don't know. I didn't pick the greatest colors. You're going to go with this one just because. You can use fiber. You could put punch a hole in the top, put a little reinforcement in there, but simple, easy way. This is just a little mini stapler. You guys have probably seen me use this before. I love it. Any kind of stapler will work though. So, and really, okay, apparently I'm out of staples. What else do I got? I've got another stapler. We'll use this one. Hopefully this one has some staples in it. I didn't check. This is just a regular but small stapler. Oh my goodness. Dancers. So, if I did have a stapler able to be used, let's see. You have staples in here. What are you doing? Okay, you should work. Come on then. Just goes to show you. Things don't always go to plan. All right. Oh, what is happening with this thing? Okay. So I'm going to check this one more time and see what's up. Stapler is sideways. That would be the problem. That's a problem. That's the only problem with these little tiny fasteners. They're small. So, all right, now we're good, maybe. Let's hope so. All right, round 4 or whatever this is to try and put a staple in here. Yeah, quick and easy way. Good job, Nance. Ha, that sounded like it worked. Yay. Okay, so isn't that cute? All right, we were going to do this fun triangle. Do I want to do? It's kind of fun. Do I want to do it funky? Oh, that's cute. Let's do it that way. That's cute. Little tassely top. I'm going to put one over here. And I'm going to put one over here. Okay, just some little staples. This friend and this friend. That's cute. I like that material. It's a little big though. Let's cut this here. All right. Oh, me going funky again. Oh, for Pete. Okay, you guys get the drift. We'll just set those off to the side since they're not behaving themselves. And I don't want to fuss with that right now. I just want to show you guys how to do this quick. All right, now this one, I mean, essentially they're done. That could be it. That's all you need to do. You could decorate them more. But what I'm going to do, this one I'm going to leave as is and call that one done for now. I can do some finishing touches once it has a journal that it wants to go into. But this one, we are going to make a journaling tag. You know what? I'm just going to use the paper that's right next to me, because why not? We'll just make a little, add some little scrappies here. And I am going to just tear it so I know my size. Tear that off. And now I'm going to just glue stick this on. Of course, I don't have that handy. There it is. This is a Elmer's Craft glue stick. And they work really great. I like the craft type of glue sticks. I use Scotch brand, but I found these. I wanted to give them a shot, and I'm really happy with them, actually. So it's watch what's on sale if that's kind of things that you're going for. I want to. Did I get it in time? Nope, I didn't. Okay, I wanted to cover all the words, but it did not go as planned. So there's the back. We can now we have a journaling spot, but since we messed up over here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw a little bit of washi just down that edge, because why not? It's right here and it could be fun. So this is just some washi tape. Some little thin strip of washi tape. And ta-da, just like that. Covered that part up. I'm going to nip this off like that. And a little bit more decorative. Let's throw another couple little pieces on like this. We'll put one like here. And one more about like that. There you go. So that one done. Love it. So cute. And now we have a nice little pocket tag. So that's what we did. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This fun little variety of tag. Don't forget to hit the like button and give us a share. Give us a comment. Let me know what you think of these guys. And also thank you to all my new subscribers. It's great to see you guys starting to like what I have to offer and sharing it with people and commenting. I have enjoyed seeing comments from people about being inspired and seeing things a little bit different maybe than they have before. Everybody has a voice, and it's always important, and your voice is important too. And also remember, it doesn't matter what it looks like, as long as you're enjoying yourself and it's coming from your heart. So, art from the heart, guys. Thanks. Bye.